Risto, talk to him slow. I turn her up to a pack. Best friend told her she better get back. Okay. Hey. I turn her up to a pack. Her best friend told her she better get back.
Earlier this month, I gave a pretty positive review of You Season 5 via YouTube Shorts. And most of the opinions I shared on that video, I still share to this day. I still believe that even though You Season 5 didn't meet every single one of the audience's expectations, it still met its own goal in its own right. That goal, or well, goals being A, make Joe as unredeemable and as unlikable as possible, and B, end his story without A, him dying, or B, him getting away with it. And if I can be honest with the ending, seeing where we were at in the direction we went in with this show, Joe getting arrested, spending the rest of his life in jail, and them trying to do some phony, fake, lousy ass meta commentary on true crime culture was probably the best way this shit could have ended. And this is the part where we begin to get a little negative, because there is a lot of shit wrong with the last season of this show. And I'm saying this with all corny meta commentary aside, because TV and film is full of corny meta commentary. Don't do drugs. Children's mental health is important. Black people are fucking awesome. I could have told you that in a sentence. I just did. And I don't bring those movies up to like make fun of them or even make fun of the commentary they bring to the table. Most of those movies are really, really good. I bring them up to say, if you're gonna bring this type of commentary to the table, it has to be interesting. It has to be original. They just copied Joker 2. They made Joe Goldberg a complete fucking idiot who would make mistake after mistake. Sometimes it would feel like he would make mistakes on purpose, knowing full well the type of situation he was in, not only returning to New York, but returning to New York as Joe Goldberg. The writers of the show also did this weird thing where they would turn on and off Joe's morality complex every other episode in season 5. Yes, I have to kill your uncle. I love killing people. I've missed this so much. But no, I can't kill the nice lady who broke into my bookstore, which I keep the giant death tank. I am crashing out. I want to kill your sister. Give me the word. Give me her soul. But no, I know that the lady that broke into my bookstore with the giant death tank knows that I killed a bunch of people and tried to set me up with her internet friends, but I won't kill her. I love her. I just won't do. Joe and Bronte's story is 100% the worst love story in the entire show. Not only is she written in at a very cold time to be a Joe Goldberg love interest, but the ending of this show needed a very, very strong character to take out Joe Goldberg, and Bronte just wasn't it. Because not only was she just way too fresh to be strong enough to take out Joe, she also was the easiest to manipulate out of all of the characters in all 5 seasons. Like, I don't use this term a lot in a sentence, but she gave off season 1 energy. And I say this knowing full well that at least Guinevere Beck tried to get out of the situation when she knew what she was dealing with. Kate Lockwood and Bronte being the ones to take out Joe Goldberg would require the audience to forget all of the smart, ruthless shit Joe had done in the first 4 seasons, in place for stupid decisions that he would have never made before season 5. Kidnapping the wrong twin, even though it audibly made me chuckle, was stupid, and he would have never made this mistake before season 5. Keeping Bronte around in general, she knew who he was, who he killed, was friends with the nephew of the man he framed. That lady set him up like 4 different times this season, and not only did he welcome her back with open arms, he actively went out and chased her multiple times. Why? Because she can read? Because she got trauma? All these hoes read. They all got trauma. Like, the writers fucked this show up so bad. Like, you could tell the writers were like, okay, we gotta get Joe up out of here. I don't care if we have to fuck up his character. I don't care if we have to fuck up his character motivations. Let's get him out of here. And that's what they did. The last 2 to 3 episodes of this show feel so rushed, and the super hype cameos we got were nothing but the old uninteresting B characters talking about Joe Goldberg like he was King Von. So we get our 3rd Will Joe Kill, Will Joe Not Kill season in a row. We get a rushed ending devoid of any real interesting surprises. And I say that with all love to Tati Gabrielle and the character of Marianne, but even she didn't make a long enough lasting impact on the show to be as important as she was to the end of it. None of them were. Not to mention all of the damn death fake outs we get at the end of this season. There were so many fans just clamoring, please let Love's death be a fake out, let her somehow escape that burning house and let her come back for the final season. That shit's stupid. Death fake outs are stupid and I hate them. They did 3 of them in one season, 2 in the last 2 episodes. Kate Lockwood surviving that library fire is a top 5 most eye-roll inducing scene for me, at least. So after all of that rushed bullshit, we get a montage of the public turning on Joe, social media making fun of him, turning on him as well, but him still getting fan mail and him still having fans of people from the darkest corners of the world. But bullshit like that, it's corny meta commentary. And I've gone to bat for the subject matter of this show plenty of times, saying that even though Joe's character isn't a good guy, and he isn't the good guy in this story by any means, his character's why is a very relatable one. So was Love Quinn. So even though she wasn't a good person, and even though she was crazy as hell, character still gravitated towards her because of the love for her family, for her love for her brother. And obviously Joe's why was always going to fall apart. It was always going to be revealed that his love for killing and his lust for blood was always gonna outshine the love for Henry and the love for Kate Lockwood. But I believe that slow descent into madness could have been done 10 times better. Because again, if I'm being honest about the last 2 or 3 episodes of season 5, it feels like the writers snatching the rug under all of the watchers, pointing at them and laughing, saying, well, you should have never watched this. You should have never invested in this main character who is also a murderer. Maybe it's you. So now we're 0-2 with this Joker 2-ass method, and it's pretty disappointing seeing how good you was at one point. But how do y'all feel about season 5? Like, comment, subscribe to the kid if you're new. We're on the road to 3K subscribers. My name is Micah Clark. I am Milk. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.